So now we're on Kaggle Notebooks Panda course, exercise, creating, reading, and writing, right? This is a notebook in the exercise for the Pandas course, and we can reference the tutorial with this link. So we'll click this, and if you don't already have this open, we've got the tutorial from the last video right here. We're going to be referencing this, all right? So let's go through it. Introduction. The first step in most data analytics projects is reading the data file. In this exercise, we'll create series and DataFrame objects both by hand and by reading data files. We're going to run the code cells below to load libraries we will need, including code to check our answers, right? So let's go over this. We've got this import pandas as PD right here. It's the same as the thing we looked at in the last video right here, right? So it's going to import the pandas library, and then the PD is what we're going to call these things on, like methods on. So we've got this PD.setOptions method, and then inside of here we've got display.max rows, and then we've got 5 right here. And so what this is going to do is, instead of whenever we print something with these data frames, instead of giving us 100,000 records, it'll just give us 5, right? And then for this code to check our answers, we've got this from learntools.core import binder and all this stuff right here. And this is just to check our answers. We're not really going to use that. If we want to make a site like this, though, this is what we would use. So remember that. And then after it's all done, it's going to print setup complete. All right. So to run this, we can either press this play button, or we can do Shift Enter, and it's going to start up here. It's going to be, we're going to have a yellow dot right here. And once it turns green, we're good to go. So I'm going to fast forward till it's green and see you in a second. All right, so there we go. This usually turns green in just a little bit, so it's not a big deal, or nothing, whatever. Doesn't matter. So we're good on that. So now we've got these exercises, and here's the first one right here. So in the cell below, we're going to create a data frame fruits that looks like this, right? We're going to have apples, bananas, and then in index 0, we're going to have 30 and 21 right here, right? So let's go over here to the tutorial page and go check this out so we can remember how we did this. And you can see right here we got the pd.dataframe, and then we've got this dictionary with stuff in it. So what we're going to do, because we're not in the free code camp anymore and we're not playing around, we're just going to copy and paste this. So let's just copy this, bring it over here, select these four underscores, drop it off right there. So let's change this yes up to apples. All right, let's change this no up to bananas. Bananas. All right. And then let's change this 50 and 21 to 30. All right. And let's change this 131 and 2 up to 21, just like that. And that should be it. Let's press Shift Enter, or if you want to click that button, you can do that too. Let's scroll down here. We got a correct answer right like that. Now let's see what they did, because it turns out they do stuff different. Let's get rid of this. Let's run it again with the Shift Enter. And we can see they did pd.dataframe, and instead of what we did, which is made the dictionary like this and like it said in here, what they did instead was they had a list with the list inside of it. So this would be an index 0, comma, and then we've got columns equals apples and bananas like this. And if we take this, copy it, bring it up here, and run it. Let's run it. Still correct, still same thing, right? So whichever way we want to do it, we can do it like that. I say, personally, whenever, if this was like more than 8, if there was like more than 8 of these, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we wouldn't be saving time with the, how was it before? With these colons and these spaces. So, you know, it's all up to you. I don't really know which one to choose, but we'll leave it like that for now. All right. So let's go to the next one. So we've got 2. We're going to create a data frame fruit sales that matches the diagram below. Right. So it's just like the one before. So let's just grab this. Let's grab this one. All right. Actually, no, let's grab this. All right, let's grab this. Let's drop it down here in here. And let's change up the stuff. So we've got 30 and 21. So that's going to be this line. So we're going to have to make a comma and another set of brackets. All right. And inside of here, we'll do 41 and 34. All right. And make sure to change this 30 to 35. It won't work if we don't. And these are good here. And now let's go back over here and try to figure out how to put this 2017, 2018 sales in. All right, so we'll come down here to the next one, and we've got, no, this is the same thing. This one right here. So we've got the comma index, all this stuff, right? So let's just take this comma index. Nah, I don't like all that white space. Let's just take this index right here. Copy that. Let's do comma after bananas, after the list with bananas in it. Drop off index like that. Let's drop this down so that it looks a little bit better for us. We can see it a little bit easier. All right, and let's change these up to 2017, 2018 sales. 2017 sales. All right, let's Control Shift left arrow, copy, right arrow, Control Shift, right arrow, and paste. Boom, and then let's change this 7 to a 6. Why not? To an 8, I say. There we go. So that should be good. I don't know if it is for sure. Let's check it. And it's good. All right, great. Let's see what they said, though. All right, let's run it. Pretty much the same thing as we did. So there we go. All right. So now we've got 3. Create a variable ingredients with a series that looks like this, okay? So this one, it's not tricky, but these are going to be strings, all right? We're not going to have like the integer 1 and then the string cup. We're not doing that. These are all strings right here. So for ingredients, what do we want to do? What do we want to do here? Let's go up here. Let's take this stuff. We're also going to have a name. Actually, no, we're doing a series. So let's go back over here and check out what series is. All right. So series is like this. It's just going to be a list inside of the parentheses. And then we've got, this list right here. It pretty much has everything we need kind of in it. Let's look again. Yeah, I think we can use this. So let's take this, copy it. We're going to change these up with those strings, all right? So let's paste this right here. Let's come down here and let's drop this stuff down a little bit so we can use it, so it can look a little bit better. All right, there and there. All right, so now let's change these ones up right here. Let's just highlight them all since they're all going to be strings. Put that like that, and then let's start off with 4 cups. 4 cups, all right? Let's highlight the whole thing with a right arrow, then a shift, control, backspace, and then once you get to the 4, just let off the control, copy it. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Actually, you know what? We should have had the comma and the space, and then go back and select all that. All right, copy it. Then let's drop it off 1, 2, 3 times. Right? Let's get rid of this, and then let's change this stuff up. So we're going to change this cups to can. We're going to change this 4 to a 1. We're going to change this cups to large. All right, this 4 we're going to change to 2. All right, this cups we're going to say cup, and then we're going to change this 4 to a 1, and then we'll keep the 4 cups in index 0 just like that. All right, so now we're going to change these up. We're going to say flour. All right, let's highlight this with a control shift right arrow, and then let's say milk. All right, highlight this stuff again. We'll say eggs. All right, and then we'll say spam right here. I don't know about that. I don't know about that recipe, but whatever. Let's call this name dinner thusly, right? And the data type should be object because these are all strings, right? So let's do a shift enter. Correct. Let's see what they had. All right. let's get rid of that hashtag, shift enter on this one. And you can see instead of what we did, they said quantities, items, recipe, but it should have been, obviously it's got to be ingredients, but it is what it is. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. So they put the list on quantities, they put this list on items, and they said this list index equals this list. All right, so quantities is this one, index equals this list, name equals dinner, just like that. So we could have done it like that too. So now we're going to read the following CSV data set of wine reviews into a data frame called reviews. Okay. So here's what it looks like. It would be country description. So this is all on the top line. And this is going to be the first one, I guess, and the second and the third. I don't know, something like that. So let's go look at how to read stuff in over here. Let's come down here, reading data files. What we're going to do is we're going to have the wine reviews equal, I guess it's the exact same thing. Let's just, what is it? What was it? Reviews? All right, let's just get the PD. Let's get this PD read, whatever. Like this. If that's not, if this isn't it, we'll just, we'll look at it. And if that's not it, we'll just change it. All right, so 130K, no, first 150K. All right, so let's take this right here, copy it, and let's trade it out right here. All right, and that should be good. Let's see. Run it. What's the problem, Bob? What's the problem? Unexpected columns in reviews. What? Oh, did we want to change these columns? Okay, let's do the thing where we change the columns too. I forgot how to do that, but let's go down here. Here's the head. Here's this. Index call 1. Let's take this. Let's take the comma while we're at it. And this should move whatever, because you see this 0 right here, this should move these all over to the left by 1. So let's put that right after this quote. Hopefully that works. It did. Awesome. Let's come down here. Let's look at the solution. Let's look at the solution. And it looks just like what we got. Awesome. All right, so let's go to number 5. So we're going to run the cell below to create and display a data frame called animals. So we're making a new data frame called animals with cows and goats in it. So let's run this. So click inside the box. Click this if you feel like it. And so we've got this data frame right here. So now let's see what it says. In the cell below, we're going to write code to save this data frame to disk as a CSV file with the name cowsandgoats.csv. Awesome, except for they didn't teach us, and I don't remember how to do that from Python for everybody. Last, when was that? Like September? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump on Gemini and we're going to figure this one out the 2025 way. All right. So we've got this. We want to save a data frame to disk as a CSV file with the name this. All right. So let's grab this. And say Kaggle wants us to do the following, but I forgot how to save to disk with Python. Show us how. I mean, you can write whatever you want, honestly. Cows and goats to CSV. Index equals false. Index equals false prevents saving the index column. I don't think we're going to do that. Cows and goats DF to CSV. I think that's what it is. So let's get this. Let's get this right here, and let's not include this index equals false. Cows and goats, DF. DF, why would it be DF? Animals. Let's say animals. Let's do animals. All right, let's do it like this animals to CSV. Let's see if this works. I'm totally guessing. I didn't go over this particular one. How come it won't run? Okay. It didn't run. To have column cows. Oh, let's take this index equals false off of there. Now let's run it. Oops. No, that's not how we do it either. That's not how we do it either. That's not how we do it either. All right, correct. Okay, so that's how we do it. Animals.toCSV, cows and goats.csv. So that's the answer right there. Let's go make sure it is over here. Maybe they have something different. They do not. All right, so that's how we do it on there, and that's the end of that. So let's scroll to the bottom right here and keep going. Move on to learn about indexing, selecting, and assigning. You got it. And it always opens up a new one, so get ready for that. All right, so now we're on to indexing, selecting, and assigning. And we'll see you next time.